One of these days, I will graduate from headset mic to boom mic. But it is not this day. What's up, Lady Atara? Good morning. I haven't streamed early morning in a while, but sitting here. I was going to play the War Within beta this morning. I kept getting disconnected. So I said, screw it. I'm going to go do some Starfield. Right now, what I've been doing is all the episodes from the stream yesterday and the day before, I've been up until this point producing those episodes in the Let's Play series, which is airing every day. I've been scheduling those like a couple hours apart, and so there have been like 6 to 8 episodes every single day on top of what I normally produce. But because I'm going to be out of the office, what I've been doing with the streams the last couple days is cutting those up into episodes that are going to be airing from June 10th onward. So I've got videos scheduled out now from the 10th to the 16th already, and then, you know, we'll be streaming. I'm doing a stream now. We'll see how I feel later if I do another stream later on today. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll do a stream Saturday. We have the raid Saturday night, World of Warcraft. Sunday I won't do anything because Sunday I'm out the door. So I'll be completely without a laptop on Sunday, on phone only. And the crappy part is Sunday is the Microsoft Direct, so I will not be able to cover that event, unfortunately. We're supposed to get, I'm assuming, release dates for Indiana Jones and Avowed and everything else. I'm literally going to be in transit when that's airing, so I might do some shorts Sunday night, depending on Wi-Fi in the hotel. But we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it, even if I'm going to be on the road, because like I said, Indiana Jones, we'll probably get a Shattered Sky, Shattered Stars, I always want to say Shattered Sky. The Shattered Stars DLC, will probably get a release date for that, if I had to guess, from Bethesda. And who knows what else is going to come down the pipeline. So lots of exciting things happening. In the meantime, because I had some free time this morning, I'm going to go ahead and stream some Starfield. I probably have at least an hour and a half. I may need to go to the clinic this morning. I've got to update my I don't know what they call it in English. I don't know what they call it in English. So the way it works here is everybody here has a booklet. You have a little booklet with your picture in it, and it like has a record of all of your vaccines and your weight and checkups and all the things that have happened in your life, whatever, medically wise. Well, at least for like vaccines and stuff. And I gotta go get an updated one of that today. Chris thinks she can do it without me, so she's gonna go to the office on her own, and then if she needs me to go, she'll call me and I may need to go in. But if I don't, we'll keep streaming beyond that. But I should get an hour and a half this morning to hang out with y'all and do some stuff. Get some more episodes in the bag for when I'm out of the office. I have a skill point to spend. I don't know where I want to spend it. Honestly, I'm not going to be doing too much of that. I think I might go nutrition now. Where is nutrition? Combat slide. Ooh. Boxing, no. Food and drink are 10% more effective. Yes, please. Consume 10 or more food and drink items. This will be easy to rank up. Matter of fact, let's do some right now. Whiskey. Whiskey and ramen, baby. Breakfast of champions. I had a very delicious breakfast this morning. I had white bread toast with butter and 3 fried eggs over easy. And the funny thing was, as I was eating my breakfast, somebody on Twitter asked, "Do you like to fry your eggs in olive oil or butter?" And I was like, "Butter? What type of savage fries their eggs in olive oil? Butter or bacon, please. Bacon grease." I don't know why this did not track this last night. Whenever I logged out, I guess I didn't quick save, and so the autosave didn't track. But we did do this really quick last night. It's just a quick kill quest, so we'll go do it really quick. In here? I thought there was at least one in here. Well, guess not. Well, hang on. These are all looted. Like I was here. Like, totally. Huh. I wonder if it tracked partial progress, but not all the progress. Yeah, like the turret's down. For some odd reason, it didn't track the actual kill. It's all good. We'll go do it. Did you calm down, Pippin? You got to go outside this morning.
Well, hello. There's a I'm sure they had something we can use. Oh, I wonder this poor soul ended up this way. Such a shame.
The heck? Here we go. Take this guy down. Yes! Keep him pinned.
I'm going to end you.
Years. This ain't over. I'm blind.
All right. Down he goes.
You've already lost.
Oh, there's another one out there somewhere. We'll find him in a minute. We're gonna loot up all the goodies here. Let's go ahead and quick save this so it doesn't accidentally forget to save our progress.
Must have scattered.
What's up, Mama? Do you want to go out? Come here. You do want to go out? Let me go see if Mommy's got the back door open because I don't want you sneaking out. Alright. We was looting up. There was another corpse runner somewhere. Sealant. Is that lettuce? There's like a bed of lettuce just sitting on a desk. That's amazing. Nothing else here.
This looks sinister. Perhaps whatever was being experimented upon here best remains hidden in the past.
That's the door we came in. Oh, 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 oh. There's definitely toxin there. Oh,
Not sure what this connects to.
who's crying? Smeagol, what's up? Come here. You asked to come in, buddy. What's going on? Alright, got those,
Hello. I think I found something here.
Did not
Set
mean to
aside
look that
anything
folder.
useful
Hey,
and just
get
leave
down.
the rest.
Hang on, guys, I gotta deal with it. So this is why I don't really stream in the morning, because it's just chaos here in the morning, because all the cats are wanting to do cat things, and they're not ready to sit down and be calm. I just had to boot. Okay, now you're doing it. Alright, all
This
cats
looks
have been
promising.
booted from the office. They're all being naughty. Alright, that's done. Let's actually go check the other quests now, because yesterday we just were doing activities left and right, left and right, left and right, just to clear them all out of our inventory. So let's keep doing that. Because right now the main thing is we're just trying to grind levels to get more crafting XP, outpost stuff, and everything else. Taking an elevator somewhere, okay. The underbelly, I don't know that I've ever been to the underbelly. Oh, this is new. Dude, I've been to Neon like a bunch of times. I have never been down here. What? Is this like the fish market? Whoa. Dude, I never saw this in my first playthrough, and I haven't seen it in this playthrough either up until now. I had no idea this place existed. Xenofresh Fisheries? Let's duck in just so we can get the fast travel credit, I guess.
Wait for you when you have a moment.
Oh, trespassing,
You're not allowed
trespassing. Let's get out of there. What's going on over here, guys? Workers being workers. That's why you guys only make minimum wage. You got time to lean, you got time to clean. Ooh, lockers, which I'll probably get in trouble for stealing. Dude, I can't believe I was never down in here. Is that like a fishing vessel? It's like a submarine type thing, man. We probably do not want to jump down in there. See no fresh seafood.
Got a bunch of trawl for sale.
Oh, actually, you know, one of the things I forgot to check. So I don't think it doesn't extend the time. Nutrition doesn't extend the time, it just extends the... It boosts the performance. Okay, I see. I was thinking it did the time too, but apparently not.
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare? Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
Okay.
Thanks again for the credit.
We'll see if that actually pans out to be something. Cenadyne Industries. Generdyne, sorry, not Cenadyne.
Something you might be interested in.
If you have any questions, please, don't hesitate to ask. Hello, welcome to Generdyne. Can I help you with something in particular?
Generdyne, I'd like to speak to Bryson Bayou, please.
I'm so sorry, but Mr. Bayou isn't taking appointments at this time. Can I assist you with anything else today? Have a great day.
We may come back in here later and see if we can't make our way up to his office. But before we do that, we have a side quest.
Got another report of you taking down some scum out there.
I picked
As long
up
as we
something
don't have
you
to
might
deal
be
with it,
interested in.
works for me. Take this, I suppose.
Oh, he gave me some credits for taking down some of the scum outside. That's cool.
I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters.
I hope nothing terribly bad has happened.
I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it.
Nothing's gonna change your mind?
I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and
Tomorrow?
perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't.
Really? Quest says talk to her. Let's see if there's another option I missed.
I said I'd talk to you.
Perhaps I could browse what you're selling.
Yes, of course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look.
Do you have any potatoes? You have one potato. That's just a bunch of food. So it says wait until tomorrow. Oh, she said wait until tomorrow. So is there like a bench? I cannot use that at this time. Why? Oh, because he's sitting there. We're gonna wait 24 hours. And I'm gonna stand off screen here a minute and do a couple of stretches. Well, sort of off screen. You guys like that arm shot? Alright, let's see if she'll talk to me now.
Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. Sorry about all that before. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform.
Okay.
Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth.
Okay. Suspect foul play?
You're damn right I do. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me.
I want to help.
Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you.
You deserve to find out the truth.
Is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience.
Copy that. Have you ever had any problems with Neon Security?
Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen.
Can you tell me anything about Tevin Anastas?
Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me.
Alright.
Be careful.
We're gonna go check
Neon
this
is
out.
a
See
dangerous
who
place.
did what.
Set up more posts in the area.
Why bother? If they want to tear themselves to shreds, let them. As long as all that stays safe.
I must have forgot to track it.
I'll do the plaza. Our job is done.
Don't go causing trouble.
We have a moment.
Did she just say she wants to talk to me?
Oh, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
Huh. Whatever. Do you have anything interesting for me?
Yep,
So maybe
here
she'll
you
start
go.
shutting up about this. Alright, she gave me
Aw,
some
we're
polymer.
done talking already.
Oh. Deliveries only. Sneaking. Sneaking. Dude, have I already been in here? These are empty, oddly enough. Oh yeah. Hold that thought. I'm gonna want to load and do a hard save because, oops, wrong button. I don't know. If we're gonna go, I guess, on a killing frenzy. It led me right in here. Is there any other way to do this other than like sneaking in and getting caught? Where'd you run off to, security boy? I did a hard save before this in case this is the wrong. In case this is not what I'm saying.
Should have given up when you had the chance.
This is hopeless! Take it! I'm out! This is hopeless! I'm out!
Inaccessible.
Oh, I can't do this!
Well, I'm not shooting any of the
Where's the med pack?
Find anything useful?
I'm not gonna shoot any techs. Did she just shoot a tech? She shot a tech. Sarah, how dare you? I feel like this is not what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm out of here!
Can't take it! My leg! God, that hurts!
Can't take it! Oh, I can't do
What was that?
This isn't worth it!
Let's get him.
This is hopeless! I'm out! Can't take it!
feel like this is not the right way to do this.
I've been waiting for this.
But I did hard save, so... Because, like, I have no paths. Somebody just check a grenade.
You messed with the wrong person.
I'm out of here.
Can't take it.
No direct path seen. This can't be right. I'm gonna have to reload. This just does not seem like I should be in here, like, shooting up the place.
You're going down.
I don't see any doorways over there or anything. Oh, oh, oh. No, I went in that vent. There was nothing there. Alright, let's load this. What is the name of this quest? I'm gonna go look this up really quick, see what I might be missing. This is Unjustified is the name of the quest. This is stupid. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to the Emporium in the Neon Core. I don't know why it pointed me in here. How do I get out of here? I must have missed that when she was telling me where to go, because the waypoint totally pointed me here. Like, this can't be right. I'm not supposed to be shooting up civvies. The Emporium.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application.
Your future tomorrow.
Nearest kiosk.
You know I want to shut
The Emporium.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I
VHS
suddenly
tape. Holy
inherited a
crap.
fortune? This place is way out
You know
of
what
my
would be
price
really
range.
cool is if they had VHS
Hey, you're the one that
players
told
and
me
you
she
could like
has
load that
expensive
tape in and like
tastes.
see something on it. That would be a
It's
trip, man.
expensive, and then there's the
Like
Emporium.
a grainy old copy of Star
Place
Wars
is
or
in
something.
class all by itself.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
Damn, I almost wore my entitled snob outfit today.
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment.
Yes, you have.
Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods.
Talk to the authorities.
Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces.
Sadly, I think he's right. Neon security isn't going to do anything about the problem.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with?
Indeed. I want to talk about the death of Thomas Luzion.
I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business.
Come on, you can tell me.
There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull.
Well, let's try the easy option first.
Don't.
Nope. I'm not gonna let anything happen. You just tell me what really happened to Thomas.
You'd better
Critical
be
success.
Right. Oh my God! Enough. I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security.
Okay.
For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent.
Tell me more info.
It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim.
Tell me where Rusty is.
Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that,
I don't think that's an issue, man.
Peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
All right, so that's one quest. Now, can I offer to help him with the other dude too?
None of this.
I can handle the headlock thug for you.
Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer.
Excuse me, guys.
Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go.
All right.
You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better watch your ass. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck.
What does he have
Exquisite
for sale?
goods for this.
I mean, this is mostly just like decorations for your home, I guess. That's kind of cool, the micro floater.
Come back soon. You never know what we'll have.
Bum, 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 bum.
Hey there,
My ship goes
brightest of today for our future. Submit your application.
Hello, Christina. Oh, I thought I heard her yelling at me from the other side of the door. I think she's just yelling at the cats. Profound, what's up, man?
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah?
Resubbing up for the 3rd month. Thank you, man. I know what you did. Oh, how about this? Let me guess. I'll end up in the ocean if it didn't give me anything.
End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait. No. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident.
Uh-huh. Who's he and what did he take care of?
A friend. An old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him.
Tell me exactly what you did.
I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that.
There are consequences for your actions.
Shit, I know. I never wanted things to end up like that. For the love of God, I didn't even get any creds off of it. Listen.
This guy's voice does not match
I know
his
that.
body or his
But nothing can
face.
change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... Come on, just let me go.
Shit. How come I've got sub only chat turned on? Did something happen? Oh yeah. The trolls have come out of the woodwork because I'm saying positive things about Starfield. So I've been having to on YouTube, I don't know so much about Twitch, but just to be safe, on YouTube I've been having to hide from the channel like 50 to 75 people per day who are just coming on my videos and just saying things like, you're a fucking idiot, nah, 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 fuck you, you're Todd Howard's little bitch, you suck Todd Howard's dick, blah, 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 you're a paid idiot for Bethesda, all because I'm posting positive videos about Starfield. And they're also coming on the streams, and I don't have a moderator team, so it's just me. I don't want to have to take time out of my streams to moderate people. It's the easier solution is just it's sub-only chat. So if you're on YouTube, you got to be a member to chat, and if you're on Twitch, you got to be a subscriber to chat. Otherwise, I don't want to deal with it. I just want to play the game, have fun with the people who want to be here, the people who like the game, the people who want to actually celebrate the game. That's the easiest solution for me because I don't have a moderator team. So the last time I had to do this was also when I played Starfield last year. I don't know what it is about this game that triggers people. I've never had people come on my streams and like say stupid shit to me until I played Starfield when it came out, and then now when I'm playing Starfield. None of the Fallout games, Elder Scrolls, nope, nothing. But Starfield, for some odd reason, there is a group of people out there who really hate Bethesda and hate Todd Howard and hate anyone who's saying anything positive about Starfield. So just to make my life easier, you want to bitch at me, you got to pay money to do so. Man, I don't know what to do here.
Well,
you better disappear forever.
Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
Alright, I don't know if that's going to be the resolution the old lady wanted.
If this ship doesn't end soon, my man is not.
Ah! Stuck on the dumpster. I know, man, right? It's really ridiculous. It has gotten completely out of hand. The best part about the people who just comment on the videos, you hide them from the channel and they rant to the void. They don't know they've been hidden because they still see their own comments, but no one on my channel sees their comments. But in terms of the live streams, it's really frustrating to have to take time away from playing the game, to tab away from the game, to go onto YouTube and moderate that person, or to go onto the Twitch stream and moderate that person. So the easiest solution is just...
Thank you for doing
Which, by the way, now I understand. I totally understand why guys like Dr. Disrespect have it set to where only members can chat, because there's no way you're going to ever be able to moderate
Can I get you
the trolls. This way, it's like you want to troll me and you want to be a little bitch, you got to pay for the privilege to be a little bitch.
Please, tell me everything you know.
I'll take your $5 and then I'll ban you. Your husband was murdered and a security officer covered everything up to protect the killer.
I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him?
His name was Rusty. Did Thomas ever interact with him before?
Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things.
Man, I feel like I should have taken him out.
Or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty?
I took care of him.
Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up?
I didn't. And I'm sorry I can't do more for you.
It's for the best.
Oh,
I
it doesn't have
suppose.
anything to do with me
Going
personally,
after
Profound. I
security
think
is
it's just there's a
suicide
group
for
of
us both.
trolls who exist.
Knowing the truth is
Just
vindication enough.
like
In a
for
weird
some odd
way,
reason,
I'm
they just hate Starfield
relieved.
and Bethesda.
No, that's not the right
I don't have it
word.
with any other game,
I
but
guess
it
I'm
was
just
so bad the
glad
other
that I
day.
know
Like
the truth,
I had to turn it on
even
like
if it
last
won't
week
bring
because
my
I was
husband back to me.
I streamed.
I never would have figured out the truth without you.
It was when I was playing
have
Hellblade
credits for
2.
you here.
I was streaming Hellblade 2, and I had 2 people come on my Hellblade 2 stream and say, "Hey, just wanted to let you know that Starfield sucks, and you suck for saying it's a good game. You're just a paid troll for Bethesda." And it's like, you know what? I'm not even playing Starfield right now. Like, I'm just over here playing a chill little Hellblade 2 stream with, like, 9 or 10 people watching the stream, and I've got people coming out. That was when I was like, you know what? Enough's enough. So, glad I could help,
Of
lady.
course. I want to thank you for everything.
So we'll
You're
see.
The only person to show me kindness in this city.
I'll be moving on. I
You've
won't be
helped me
streaming
out more
Starfield
than
for
you
a
can
little
know.
bit because I'll be
Now
out
that
of
I
the
know
office, so I'm going to be
truth,
streaming Rogue
I think
Trader
I can start focusing on healing.
while I'm gone
Or trying to, at least.
as often as I can. So
Thank you.
we'll see if I
From
still
the
get the trolls after that and
bottom
if I
of
open
my
it back up to the public or not in terms of the live stream chat. Where was that one? Did we already, did it turn into a mission? Yeah, it did. But I would imagine, Profound, as I get bigger and bigger, we just crossed 30,000 followers on YouTube yesterday. And I would assume as I get bigger and bigger, I'm probably just going to have to, there's going to be a certain point where I have to just leave it turned on all the time because
What'll it be?
I don't want to have to deal with having a whole moderator team. Like, I refuse to use volunteers. I absolutely refuse to have people who are working for free. So it's like, if I'm going to have moderators, I want to pay them for their time. And I want to pay a fair wage, and I don't bring in nearly enough income from YouTube and Twitch yet to also pay someone on top of, our bills get paid each month, which is great. I've been able to be full time for going on 2.5 years now, but I'm not making enough to pay someone else, so I've got to do all my own moderation. So I would assume that as I get bigger, I'm just going to have to do what all the other guys do, which is either you have a moderating team or you turn it subscription only, member only, and just leave that turned on, which will probably what I end up doing. I had somebody come out the other day and literally he told me, he's like, "Man, I've been watching your streams for 6 months and suddenly you turned on subscription only or member only on YouTube. Shows that you're nothing more than just another greedy streamer." And it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, you've been watching for free for 6 months. You can still watch the streams. I'm not, these streams are not, it's not member only streams. Like, you can still watch the streams, but to call me greedy because you can no longer chat when it has nothing to do with, it's all about the trolls. Like, and you're not even, there's no context for your comment. If you're calling me greedy because I turned on member only chats on YouTube, that kind of shit, fuck off. Like, I don't want you here anymore. People like that don't care to have them around. Last time I checked, I was an adult lady.
Just something I call everyone. Nothing to get worked up over. I had some.
So I'm a chill
high hopes
dude
for this shop back
until
when
you
my
act like a dick,
husband and I
and
opened
then
it a while back.
You get
These
what
days,
you
if
get out what
ain't
you
a
put in.
regular, you're usually trouble.
No trouble from me.
We'll see about that.
Tevin Anstis told me about the thug named Headlock that hangs around here.
Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day?
I really need to know.
How
where
am
he
I
is.
supposed to know where he is?
Sure, we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know there's a way to get past this.
No. But
I promise, it's just between us.
maybe. I'm trying to be reasonable here. You just won't give up, will you?
Nope.
Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time?
Terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
That's my business.
You're right, and you're standing in mine. You better watch your tone. I've got nothing more to say to you. You have your info, so either beat it or buy something.
See ya.
See you around.
Generally speaking, you know, I love the internet. It's allowed me to do something with my life that I never thought was possible. And it's a pretty amazing tool, but it's also the biggest, like, cesspool of all time, and it has done some really horrible things to society and the way people interact with each other, and especially when it comes to the people who think that because they're anonymous and, you know, behind a screen, that they could just act like absolute D-bags. You know, things that would give them serious repercussions in real life. Ooh, what is that? Smoked salmon fillet. Well, we'll avoid stealing stuff at the moment.
You try anything, you're dead.
What's up, Headlock?
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in?
You need to leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
That doesn't worry me.
Well, it should. All I need to do is say the word, and my Sioka buddies will pay you a very unpleasant visit. So go on, Hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
You know what? We came in here armed to the teeth.
Last mistake you'll ever make.
Bring it on.
Damn, stupid move. Yeah.
This fight's gone south!
You okay?
I'm more than okay. Alright, now we can probably loot up what's in here. Polytextile? I'll take that.
Don't leave any of that behind.
Don't plan on it, Sarah. Sushi rolls, baby. Big fan of sushi in real life. Were you here last year? No, it wasn't last year. I don't think you were here then, Profound. It was 2 years ago, like 6 months. No, it was Was it about 6 months? It was more like 8 months into my full-time career as a content creator and streamer. So mid 2022, like mid to late 2022, and we were covering Rings of Power, and then also some Star Wars stuff, and I was saying, you know, positive things about Star Wars because I love Star Wars. Oh, you came in during Dragon's Dogma. Oh yeah, so like a full couple of years before you came on board. I pissed off some people on YouTube because I was saying positive things about Star Wars, and I had a group of people came in and they were ranting about, you know, woke this, woke that, and Disney this, Disney that, Disney's ruining Florida, and I'm like, I don't want politics on my channel. I don't want religion on my channel. We're not going to talk about those things on my channel because I just don't want it here. Like, that's not what my channel is about. I'm not here to talk about those types of things. Plus, those are the types of things that get you in trouble with YouTube and other places if you're talking about controversial politics and religion, because everybody gets stupid when they start talking about that kind of stuff. And so I started, you know, removing people and everything else. And I pissed off some hackers. And so my Discord channel, this is when I had to actually start paying. I had to start paying for professional, like an actual mod program for my Discord. I started getting hit with the first one was really bad. Like I was streaming, and the first attack was we were streaming. And we were playing World of Warcraft, I think, with our friends, and we were doing a raid, and I was streaming the raid. We had like 25 people in the Discord. We're all there, and I'm streaming, and I didn't have any lockdowns on my Discord or anything at the time, and somebody came into the voice chat and started yelling the N-word over and over and over. And they were able to get it out like 5 times before I was able to mute the channel and like boot them from the Discord. But literally on a live stream, they started yelling N-word, 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 N-word over and over and over. And we were all just like in shock, like what the hell just happened? And then as soon as I did that, like immediately following the ban on Discord, like 6 more attacks happened, and they started spamming gay corn images of big black dudes doing each other in my Discord, and everybody got hit with all these images, and they were spamming the Discord. They were spamming people's private messages on Discord. Like, you know, I had like 500 people in Discord at the time. Everyone got hit with these horrible images and horrible N-word and racial slurs and everything else. And I immediately had to lock the Discord down, and then it was like 3 weeks after that of like every single time I would go, they would wait until I was live. They would wait until I went live with the live stream because they knew I would be distracted with the live stream, and they would hit the Discord. Like 3 to 5 different accounts would hit the Discord and spam it with racial slurs and terminology and images, corn images, of gay corn images. It was like 3 weeks of just horrible, and I ended up paying for I forget the name of the program now. I haven't had, now that I say it, it's probably going to happen today or something. I haven't had that happen in about a year, but it was really bad. Like the things people will do when they get pissed at you on YouTube, which is why I'm very glad I don't live somewhere where they can SWAT me. Because I don't live in an area where there's no SWAT teams where I live, so people can't actually SWAT me on my address.
Have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll call you next time.
Well, that is a true relief.
MEE6, I think, is the name of the program that I use on Discord.
I'm not one to get involved.
And I just paid for a lifetime
so I'm glad you came along
pro
when you
version.
did.
And I had to spend like 3 weeks of like, because they were using all sorts of fun ways to get around spelling the N-word and spelling racial slurs and other things to get around the moderation, and it took about 3 weeks for the program to learn all the different things, and then I just had to just lock it all down to where we have levels in my Discord now to where like if you just join, you can't do most things. You have to actually level up on my Discord server before you earn the right to do things like post pictures and all this other stuff, because it was just otherwise And I was like sitting here going, at the time I only had like 5,000 followers, and I was like, I can't imagine what it's like to be one of these big streamers who has, you know, 1.5 billion followers, and you've got 35,000 people tuned into your live streams. That's why they have full teams of moderators, because you're gonna deal with that stuff. And everybody's like, that's the price of fame. That's the price you have to pay if you're gonna be famous. And I'm like, that sucks. Like, it sucks that there are people out there that are like that. It really does suck. Looks like we got a quest in Sidonia we can go do now. Anyway, so that was a couple of years before you've been around, but we've had some. It's not the first time I've dealt with trolls. It won't be the last time I deal with trolls for sure. And yeah, I don't want to spend my time dealing with arguing with people. That's why I don't go to big family get-togethers for the same reasons. I have my sister's husband. I have no qualms in calling him out because they don't watch any of my shit, and he blocked me on Facebook and years ago. My sister's husband, my brother-in-law, I think it was 2019. Kristen, my wife, and I went up to go spend the holidays with my family because we hadn't done it in years, and you know, everybody was bringing their kids, and it was a good time to go hang out with all the nieces and nephews and everything else. We go up there, and we all, you know, had a few drinks, and so I'm not religious. I classify myself as like atheist / agnostic. My whole family is religious. I'm not really democratic. I'm more of I'm very liberal leaning, but I don't talk about politics on my, you know, it's just that there's no need to. But I'm definitely not, you know, there are things I like about the Republicans, there are things I like about the Democrats, there are things I like about independent, there's things I like about liberal. I have my own way of thinking. Unfortunately, my whole family is very much, I say unfortunately because they're, not because they're Republican, but because they lean that way, and they won't shut up about it. They won't shut up about any of that stuff. So we were having, you know, we'd had dinner, and it was a couple days after Christmas, and maybe a couple days before Christmas. Anyway, we had dinner. We went back. We were gonna play some board games. We'd all had a couple of drinks, nothing serious. Like I'd had a couple glasses of wine, you know, and he wants to start talking gun control. And I literally told him, I was like, no thanks. I literally told him, no thanks. I don't have a need to discuss this. So, you know, let's talk about something else. And he's like, yeah, but, and he kept wanting to try to push it. And I kept saying, I'm good, man. Thanks. You've got your views. I've got my views. It's not something we need to discuss here at the dinner table. And he wouldn't drop it. My sister actually had to like grab him by the shoulder and be like, hey, he said he doesn't want to talk about it. Let it go. And then he starts arguing with my sister because he wants to push the issue. He can't let it go. He's got to be right. He's got to know why I don't agree with him and blah, 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 blah. And unfortunately, people like that are the same type of people who can't control themselves on the internet. They can't control themselves on YouTube. They can't. And I remember maybe it's been a couple of years ago. My brother said something one time on Facebook, and my brother-in-law went to my brother's post and spent like 4 hours and left like 40 comments. Like he got triggered by this post and he left like 40 comments because he just couldn't let it go. And those are the type of people who I get on YouTube, and that's why I love the I love hide user from channel, because they don't know that they've been hidden, because they see their messages being posted, but they're not there. They just go into the void, and I love it because I think that's the coolest tool ever, to be like, you want to rant about, you want to get triggered by something and rant for 40 comments about something, feel free, but you're going to be ranting into the void because none of us are going to see what you've got to say. But that's how, you know, I don't have any desire to have those types of discussions with people who can't control their...
Horace and I may disagree on matters of faith.
You know, it's like I said, I'm not religious. My wife is. My wife goes to church 2 or 3 times a month. we have respectful boundaries, Chris and I. She respects that I'm not religious, and I respect that she is. We have differences of opinions, and that's it. Like, we have a very healthy, loving relationship without the need to be on the same page about every single thing that we talk about. And one of the reasons we get along so well is because we both agree to disagree, and we agree to respect each other's beliefs. I was born and raised hardcore. Like, my parents put me in a private Christian school when I was in grade school in the middle. I was in, basically, my parents were like in a cult. They moved us out into the middle of the backwoods of the Mark Twain National Forest in nowhere in Missouri. And they sent us to this little private school where the principal of the school was also the pastor of the church that we went to. And it was their own private property that they had, like 40 acres in the middle of the Mark Twain National Forest, where they built their own little building. And there was like 40 kids that went to school there. And I went there for like 6 years through grade school. And then they put me in a Baptist high school where I got kicked out for having a beard. Because I didn't shave one weekend. So I grew up in that whole thing and then got out of it and, you know, educated myself, essentially. But, you know, everybody's welcome to their beliefs. But,
haven't seen you around here before.
I'm very much science first. And it's unfortunate because there are times when I would love to make YouTube videos about certain topics, but I just don't do it because this channel is for gaming and nerd stuff, you know, and it's tricky when you start talking about things like Star Wars or Star Trek, because way too many people have opinions about things and it's opinions that they don't know how to respect other people's opinions on, and they don't know how to be respectful about. Like, no, you're wrong.
Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get
This
them
sounds like a cool side quest, man.
I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for
No,
me?
you're good. You're
I'll
all
pay you
good,
back,
man.
Of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble.
It's good to have conversations about things. I could do that for you. I love books, man.
Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
This sounds like a really cool side quest. But before we do it, I have got to buy Oaks. My cup of coffee went right through me.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety suit.
That's our monsters. Went out to go take a pee, and Frodo snuck in here, and as soon as I came back in the room, he was up on top of the laptop right over here. It's like, son of a bitch. Those they don't slow down, man.
It was absolutely perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better proposal. Ferrolight is doing some really exciting things with holograms. They're incredible.
Oh, right. I heard about that. They showed it off at the expo, right?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for some of their new products, and I gotta say, I am hyped.
All right, let's see here. You might not have been around when I was talking about that, Profound. So Profound just asked a question, said, how come you don't get members of your community to mod your channel in Twitch or YouTube, for that matter? Because I refuse to use volunteers. I'm not going to do it unless I can pay someone. Unless I can pay someone to be a moderator, I'm not going to do it. There will never be a moderator on my channel unless it is someone I am paying as an employee.
Absolutely.
And so that's the easy answer to that. I've had people volunteer their time, and I'm like, nope, no thanks. Thank you for your offer, but no thanks. I don't want volunteers. Yeah, it's a personal thing. I won't work for free ever for anyone. Now, if it's my own projects, I have done several bootstrap projects. Our MMORPG that we launched, that was bootstrapped for, I think, the first 4 years we bootstrapped before we got investors, and then the final 3 years was with investor money before it got published. The most recent project that I did with my brother and my wife, we hired contractors and we used Patreon to fund it. We bootstrapped the first year, and then Patreon covered the rest of our production. So it covered all of our art costs, all of our music costs. It covered all of our asset costs for the Unreal 4 stuff. So it was bootstrapped and then Patreon produced. I will never, ever, ever work for free, ever. I get contacted all the time by startups who are like, hey, we'll give you equity. I don't want equity. I don't want equity in your product. I want a paycheck. If you can't pay me for my time, I'm not going to work for you. And so I won't put other people through that. It's like,
especially that. You really can't complain about something that is literally
so, you know, when we get to the point, yeah, I'm way too old for that shit. I'm 44. I've worked on so many multi-million-dollar projects over the years that I don't lift a finger unless someone's going to pay. It's funny too, because I make less money doing YouTube than I did in my public speaking. The most recent thing I did was as a public speaker and consultant and marketing guru. So I did a lot of work with startup companies over the last, basically since around 2014. It was a lot of work for startup companies. My wife and I were working around the world with different travel companies, doing influencer stuff, and then in game dev, as the CEO and creative director and driving force behind these projects, raising millions of dollars of funding and managing 25 different people plus in all the contractors and everything else. Yeah, my background is such where if someone wants to pay me for my time, you know, I'm gonna want $250,000 a year salary. Like, I'm not gonna work for less than $250,000 a year. Like, it just, I'm sorry, that's where I'm at. Like, you want me to come on and work for $15? No, fuck off. What's up? Na proximity. Na proximity. One second.
I heard they found another new fresh water deposit in one of the mines. So much better than paying those ridiculous import prices.
No, really, that's how you pronounce it. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Seriously, now I want to look up every word in the dictionary to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Learning to accept the truth of higher power is key to understanding the universe.
I know I sound like a commercial right now, but I've been to other stores, and they have the best deals in the entire galaxy.
You got a point there.
It's not just...
Can you believe people used to think the nearby mountain was a face on the surface of Mars? Ridiculous, huh? Doesn't look anything like one.
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life to Mars without going through official QC channels or our transporting partners. Adherence to this law is imperative in order to avoid unwanted infestation.
Alright, Chris is heading out the door. If she calls me in the next 20 minutes, I may have to duck out and go over to the clinic just to show up to physically sign a piece of paper. But she's hoping that she can do it without me needing to be there. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, I'm too old and I've got too much experience to want to go work for somebody for free. The most recent, and it's been a couple of years, I think, maybe about a year and a half ago, I had a fledgling MMO company reach out, and they wanted me to handle marketing and be their lead writer, right? And they were like, we'll give you 5% in the company. I think it was like $75,000 or something. And it was like, no, sorry. I want, you know, 250 grand plus the 5%. And I want full healthcare coverage and all my travel taken care of and everything. Oh no, we can't do that. Well then I can't do that. Like it's that simple. Like I'm not, and I don't make anywhere near $250,000 on YouTube, but that's not the point. The point is everything I own, Chris and I, everything is paid for. We have no debt, zero debt, no credit card debt, no home loan, no car payments, no mortgage,
Mars, they said.
no
The
school
pay is
loans.
great,
I am
they
100%
said.
paid for.
So's
I
the
do still
crippling
need to work
depression.
to pay for food and health insurance and, you know, all those electricity and
I don't think
internet
this day could get
all
any
those other
better.
things. But I don't have to work for like all those other things, like, and that puts me in a very blessed position. There's a great movie with John Goodman and Mark Wahlberg. I think it's called The Gambler, maybe. And there's a famous quote. What's up, Chris? Porque yo estaba sacando todo afuera de mi mochila donde iba por mi viaje. No. Okay.
Faith in God is what
I think it's called The Gambler, and there's a quote where John Goodman's character talks about fuck you money. He's like, everyone knows what you do when you get $2 million. That's fuck you money. It's like you buy a house, you buy a $250,000 house, You put a
statistically obvious that we are.
40-year roof on it. You buy a Toyota for $30,000. It's going to last for the next 20 years, and that's your fortress of solitude. So you have your fortress of solitude, and you have fuck you, bunny. And that literally means that your boss says something you don't like, fuck you. You know, your family says something, oh, fuck you. You know, somebody, fuck you. Like, you don't have to worry about it. And it's a very nice position to be in, because I can literally sit here and say, you know, screw off. Like, it's a very enviable place to be in. A lot of people don't have that luxury. But look at this guy doing push-ups over here. Way to go.
New to Sidonia?
I should probably be
Hope
doing
you
some
like
of
sand.
that myself. But yeah, I said the other day on Twitter, Larian Studios opened up a new studio in Warsaw. Larian Studios is probably the only company that I would go work for less than $250,000. I would work for Larian for a $50,000 a year salary. If they called me tomorrow and were like, hey, we'll move you out to one of the studios, we'll move you and your wife out there, we'll pay for your visas and all your moving stuff and everything else, and we'll set you up, and we'll pay you $50,000 a year, I would do it for Larian Studios, because I love their games, and Sven seems like a really cool guy, and their whole team seems really, really cool. But that's probably the only company I would do that for. Like, everybody else, nope, no interest in. Nope.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest work.
I'm
good
happy
pay.
to sit here and grow my YouTube channel and make my pennies in comparison, but as long as my monthly bills are paid, I get to be in that position of fuck you.
What a long day.
One of these days, when the channel gets big enough, we'll probably get to the point where I'd like to get 2 or 3 people on board and have them be, moderators / video editors / whatever. And, I've had some interesting conversations. I've got someone in mind to potentially come on board and do video editing and some moderating for me,
Nice
but
to kick back at the broken spear.
had some good discussions earlier this year. And then it was the project that I'm about to go do, that I'm going to be out of the office for, came up, and so I was like, let's just put that on hold until I get back from that, and then we'll have future conversations. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, you know who you are. But other than that, I'm very content with where I'm at right now. It's just Chris, me, and the cats and the chickens, and as in hell to the no, 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 says Akazar. Exactly. Find a Dragon Star Force book. This sounds like a side quest. Going to Hopetown. But I mean, who knows? YouTube could go belly up tomorrow. Twitch could go away tomorrow. I started early today, says Axar. I did because I was going to play The War Within. I was actually playing The War Within beta this morning at Akazar, and I kept getting booted over and over and over. So I was like, they're having server issues and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go stream instead, because I gotta get more episodes in the bank. I've got episodes of Starfield scheduled out to June 16th, but I'm gonna try to get enough episodes. Hopefully, if I can do enough streams between now and Saturday, I might be able to get enough episodes in the bag to have at least one daily Starfield episode airing every day throughout June while I'm out of the office.
Everything would grind to a halt without the trade authority.
Nothing else I can do except for sit here. I'm still nursing a
If I am not mistaken, you are new here.
I am feeling
hope
better.
You find
but,
Hopetown as full of opportunity as the trade authority does. A marvelous
not going
place.
anywhere. So.
Truly laissez-faire. If you have any
tomorrow is some sort of
I'm
event.
Happy to oblige.
I know Dune Awakening said that they're going to have a story trailer reveal tomorrow It's like Summerfest or something. So tomorrow, I don't know if I'll stream that, but I'll definitely be covering the news around that. Yeah, tomorrow I think is when that starts, Profound. So I'll definitely be doing some coverage around that. I don't think I'll stream it. Maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. I haven't even looked into when it's airing. But I do know Dune Awakening said that they're going to have a story trailer dropping, so I'll definitely be covering that.
Are you? I think we'll be the best of friends and business partners. So, do you need anything?
Why are you set up in a bar?
I've never been much for offices or a storefront. But here, people from all over the system come here. A true crossroads.
Let's trade. So he's probably got a book for sale, if I had to guess. Yep, Dragon Force Volume 1. Dragon Star Force. Can I read the book? The universe is in chaos. The evil Sarkion, an alien being born of pure hatred, has amassed his secret armies to rain destruction upon the people of the allied worlds. A young man, Zephyrix Laserbrand, is thrust into the conflict when he discovers he is the descendant of a great hero, and one of the only ones capable of wielding the Dragon Star, a magical weapon capable of defeating Sarklon, and bringing peace to the galaxy. But first, it must be found. It goes to June 7th to the 10th with different events. I had no idea. Hell no to the no, no, no. I do gotta pay attention to my phone, so. Chris just walked out the door, so I should know within the next 20 minutes if I have to leave the office or not. But as long as I feel good, I think we're just gonna stream. Oh yeah, you're looking at the wrong Summerfest, Akasar. Motley Crue, what? I didn't know Motley Crue was in game development. Times have changed. They must be really struggling for cash, man. No more residuals from record sales.
Keep a lookout. Notify us. Always nice to kick back at the broken spear.
Excuse me. Yeah, so at the very least, there'll be some fun news articles coming out about games over the next few days, starting tomorrow. So at the I know for a fact that we're getting the Dune Awakening trailer. I don't know anything beyond that because I haven't looked at any of the stuff that's potentially coming out. Dude, does he have other stuff? The Comet. Wake up, Benjamin.
Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star?
I did, brother.
Oh, thanks a bunch. Oh, I can't wait to read it again. And then put it away for safekeeping so it holds its value. Here's some money I promised.
Dude, happy to help you again in the future.
Did you know they filmed one of my favorite movies, right? Oh, track down another volume of Dragon
Oh, we're
Star
just going to do
Force.
this chain right now.
I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again.
Are they covering Dragon Age Dreadwolf?
Oh, thanks. You're really doing me a huge favor.
I've purposefully just avoided all the stuff around that until they have a concrete like release date set. Ooh, we're going somewhere I don't think I've been before. Fully revealed this week? Oh, sweet. Like fully revealed gameplay? Or also the release date? Because I haven't paid attention to any of it. I'm a Dragon Age fan for life, so I'm not buying into any of the negativity surrounding it. I'm just patiently waiting for whatever BioWare is going to drop the launch date. I don't think I've ever been here before. Gagarin? They're going to be on the big stage tomorrow. Okay. Well, sounds like I'll be doing a lot of reaction videos on Friday and Saturday. Maybe Sunday morning. Although Sunday morning's going to be tricky.
Let's head down.
Get out. Because the Microsoft Direct is on Sunday morning and I'm going to miss it. Which sucks because they're going to do the announcements for Avowed, Indiana Jones, probably Shattered Stars DLC. It's gonna be a
This old
ton of
mining
weekend
colony
stuff.
looks more rundown than Ebbside or Noon. And that's saying something.
Judah? Man, the coolest thing about this second playthrough is I'm exploring so many places I've never been to before. Holy crap, what is this ship? Can I steal it? That looks good. Let's go check it out. Transport vessel? Where's the landing ramp over here? Hi, who's coming out? Anybody? Inaccessible. Freestar responder. Boo. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in Fable. I'm not like dying to know everything about Fable. I am interested in it enough. I want to play it for sure, but it's not one of those ones where I'm like, oh my god, tell me more. Whereas Indiana Jones, I'm like, oh my god, tell me more. Star Wars Outlaws, oh my god, tell me more. Avowed, I saw my firstborn.
We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place
Make
where
Gagarin
people want
great
to
again.
live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
You're not on my count. Is this Arc-Mite related? I'm on Gagarin to make money, not friends.
Talk to me.
Yes?
What was that about?
Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just peachy being poor and run down.
You never
Has no
tried
vision.
Fable?
But Arc-Mite does.
Yeah, it was a console thing, as
Thanks
I
to
remember.
our investment. The largest
It was just a
formerly
really
shuttered
cool
net plant in the
single-player
city has been
RPG that had
refurbished
tons of
and is
choices
turning
in
out some of the finest
It was
plant
very,
equipment in the
like,
settled
very
systems.
fairy
And we're
tale
sharing that
fantasy,
vision of a revived Gagarin with
dark
others.
comedy.
We've been bringing in investors,
but like,
showing them all
be
the potential
anything.
of this
Skill-based, no classes.
We were only asking the
It's a
chief
lot
to
of
make
fun.
sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any malcontents running around. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate all we've done for the city.
Yeah, I think it was Xbox only, maybe. Who can blame them? Seems you're trying to transform their city out from under them.
Yes.
What a loss for local character that a rotting factory has been made useful again. But I understand it can be hard for some people to come to terms with change, even when it ultimately benefits them.
What's Arcmite?
Arcmite? We're the galaxy's premier heavy equipment firm. Diggers, construction robotics, that sort of thing. And we're on Gagarin to take advantage of an opportunity. The city's old mech factories have been sitting dormant for years now.
What?
But they're open again thanks
mech
to
factories.
us. We've automated the old assembly lines and brought plenty of money to the city in the process. It's a win-win for all involved. Okay. Next time, let's schedule something. Okay?
Where'd the security boss go? Is that her? She's just not gonna speak to me. She's at her desk. She's like, piss off. Oh, is she gonna get up? I might be able to talk to her if she's gonna get up.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment,
Halo, of course, on the Xbox One, but also the first Xbox, I mean. But also, I remember when Star Wars: The Old Republic came out. Not the Old Republic, sorry, Knights of the Old Republic, the first one on the Xbox. And I remember that was when we still rented games. And I remember renting it from Blockbuster or wherever, and I was at my aunt and uncle's because they had the Xbox and I didn't. And I was basically living with them at the time. And my cousins and we just like lost ourselves in that game for like 3 days. If you're looking for new crimes to investigate, I'm happy to oblige.
You know, your stand-up routine leaves something to be desired. Though if you're gunning for a personalized tour of one of Gagarin's holding cells, that can certainly be arranged. But I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm Delizio Pretorius, UC Security Chief. It's our job to deal with any law breaking around Gagarin, and we take that job very seriously. Now, was there something I can help you with?
Anything I should see while I'm in Gagarin?
Gagarin's not really that sort of burg. Most of the restaurants went belly up when the mech trade shut down. Only one left is Lizzie's, on the other side of town, though it does have a nice view of the square. There's also a little social club the local executive set up across from Lizzie's, but it's still pretty light on amenities. Now, if you're just looking to resupply, then you'll want Clint's. Another case of last business standing. But he's got a good selection.
Dude, the single-player storylines in the Halo series are some of the best sci-fi stuff I've ever played.
You can find both of them on the main concourse. Beyond that, we're just corporate offices.
I've loved every single one of the Halo games.
We've had our issues. Some folks aren't thrilled about the corporations moving in, but the majority don't.
I can't wait to the follow-up to Halo Infinite, because that was a fun storyline, and they kind of just leave you hanging with what you find out about the DNA reconstitution and stuff. It's a trip, man.
It's really not a bad assignment.
Yeah, there's been some serious... So my brother and I just went and picked up the... They've got it available on Game Pass. It's the Master Chief Collection. We were playing that together about 6 or 8 months ago, and both of us were kind of bitching at how bad the controls were from the first one, because they're completely different from like every modern shooter ever. And especially if you just played Halo Infinite, which has modern day looter-shooter controls, and then you try to go back and play the first Halo game, and it's like, ooh, wow, that's bad. Like,
Should get back to it anyway.
Yeah, barely any map markers. Yeah, none of it's good.
Smells like the Centauri Mills plant.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking.
Let's see what you got.
Refurbished a lot of the pieces myself.
Ugh, nothing fancy here. Alright, got the next book in the series. I'm gonna follow this to the completion, guys. This is a really cool side quest I've never seen before. Like the idea of running around and getting a fantasy series, like a fantasy sci-fi book series for a book collector, like as someone who was a book collector for years, happy to do this.
Back in Sidonia.
I remember before the days of digital,
These visits to the forgotten corners.
I built my book collection up from the time I was 14 until I was 27. 13, 14, something like that. And used to pre-order books at like Walden Books, and then used to hit up used bookstores, buy big, brown paper bags full of books, and go on eBay and buy big lots of like 30 books for $30. And, that was my jam before anything else.
It's hard not to worry.
One of my favorite things was to go into like a used bookstore and just go to the fantasy and science fiction section and just scan. What do I not have? Don't have that? Buy it. That cover looks cool. Buy it. Oh, I like that author. This looks interesting. I'll buy that.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Must not be looking for trouble, right?
Oh, you're back because you found the next book, right?
By the way, so I got Chris watching Dexter, which she'd never seen before. She told me last night we're 7 episodes in. I asked her to give it a rating last night. I said, "What do you think about the show on a scale of 1 to 10?" And she gave it a 9. I was honestly shocked because I knew she was enjoying it, but she also sometimes gets a little like, "Ew, that's a little too violent." She's having a lot of fun with it, and it's.
Oh, I can't wait to read it
She's
again.
not here and she's
then
not
put it
listening,
away
so I
for
can
safety,
say this.
so it holds its
She
value.
called it last
Here's
night.
some
No
other
knowledge of the show whatsoever, and we're watching the show, and she's like, they keep trying to kind of point you in the direction of who might be the ice truck killer, and then she keyed in last night on who it is, and she's like, it's got to be that guy right there, and they haven't given that many clues yet, but they have given some clues. She's like, it's him, and I'm just like, just gonna have to wait and see. Just gonna have to wait and see. But I was very, very proud hubby moment of being like, she called it. She likes her detective shows though. So that's the thing that she really likes about the show is the detective side of things.
Just one scene. Oh, track. Oh, thanks.
Back to Hopetown.
Fire up your hand scanner. I bet you'll find plenty here to catalogue.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
The Pit Stop. Your one-stop shop for all your spacefaring needs. Back to the same guy?
As
How come he
vital
didn't
as
have the book
spaceships
earlier?
are to these settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. There was a time when literal
Because we were just here and he didn't have this book. I forgot to read Volume 3. The hunt for the Dragon Star continues. Zephyrix and his heroic companions. Why do I have this book when I supposedly gave it to him upon delivery a minute ago? It doesn't matter. We're going to read it anyway. Protonius the android, Lagloriel the princess of Slacks, and Jarman the changeling may have escaped from the clutches of Sarklon and destroyed his asteroid fortress, but the galaxy is still in peril. With Sarklon now in pursuit of the Dragon Star himself, it's a race for who will control the fate of the universe. Number 3, A Tale of Woe and Revenge. After torturing Zephyrix Laserbrand's brother and ruthlessly killing him by sending him into a black hole, Sarklon is led directly to our hero's hideout. Now held captive beneath the surface of the watery planet Hargless 5, things look grim for the Dragon Star force. Will they escape with the help of the new friend Montalvon, or will he turn against him in their time of need? Somebody is a major fan of Glory Hammer at Bethesda. Sometimes when I read BGS, my brain goes Baldur's Gate series instead of Bethesda Game Studios. I almost blurted out.
At an all-time low around Sidonia.
Whoa, that was cool. Didn't expect them vault up into the rafters. Man, I think everything I've done this morning during today's stream has been stuff I never saw during my first playthrough. Like all the planets, not all the planets. Like we've been to Hope Town before, but like.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here.
Did you get it? Let me see. Let me see.
I've seen
Wow!
videos.
Oh, I can't believe you actually went and got it for me.
I wonder how many of these there
really
are.
Appreciate you helping me out. Here's something for your trouble.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna do them all.
Just taking things day by day. Oh, track down another volume of Dragons.
Got you covered,
Oh, this
bro.
means a lot to me.
Dragon Age just got renamed, Profound says. Huh. To what? Back to Hope Town. Same dude, I'm guessing. The Veil Guard. Interesting.
I wonder how many life forms are roaming this planet. Time to find out.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Well, if they're dropping a new name, they're probably going to get some sort of reveal on the
As
Summerfest
vital
for sure.
as spaceships are to these settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the trade authority. There was a time when I'll take any car.
The reveal is set for June 11th. Okay. Unfortunately, I will be completely unavailable on the 11th, which is unfortunate. The epic saga continues with the mysterious Montalvon disappearing, but not before divulging the location of the fabled Dragon Star. But when Zephyr journeys alone to extract it from its hiding place, he finds it's missing. To make matters worse, he accidentally unleashes the dreaded space dragon Fraxitar from her crystal prison. Our heroes must reunite to take down this new threat before all is lost. basically be completely offline the 10th and the well, actually the 11th. I might be able to cover that news on the 11th. It's honestly just
When I
going to
get
depend
older,
on
I'm gonna work in the mines, like my dad
a few
did,
things.
so I can save up and buy my mom a house.
It is gonna be great to have that Dragon Star Force book in my collection. Did you get it? Let me see. Nice. Thanks again.
You got any more books, bro?
I really wish it did. Oh, track down another volume of Dragon Star Force.
Got you covered.
I appreciate it. I'll be sure to make it up to you.
Heard that.
Back to Hopetown. It's nice XP too for these, and nice credits, man. It's just racking it up, and it's fun. I like this kind of stuff, man. I got nothing long. All you're doing is going through loading screens, and I don't care. It's a fun little side quest.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Have you never ground out something in an MMORPG before? Because this is nothing.
As vital as spaceships are to these
running the same
systems,
raid 20
everything
times,
would
running the same
grind to a
dungeon
halt
50
through them.
times.
There was a time when delightful.
The dragons have returned. Fraxitar may be defeated, but Zephrix discovers a clutch of hatched eggs. Surely enough, reports of dragons attacking starships have been running rampant. But is Zephrix to blame for the release of the dragons, or has he been set up? As Lagloriel and Jarman race to get to the bottom of the mystery and clear the good name of Jeffrix Laserbrand, Sarklon redoubles his efforts in search of the Dragon Star. Oh, someone says there's hang on. This is just literally just pinged me on my phone. I got two pings. One is for Games Radar, which says we're now seeing over 15 minutes of gameplay from the opening moments of Dragon Age The Veilguard next week. With BioWare saying the time we spent experimenting and iterating gradually taught us a lot. The gameplay footage is going to be unveiled on June 11th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I won't be able to cover that. I'll still be in transit. But as soon as I get a chance to watch it, you can expect me to react to it. And I heard some people were like losing their shit last year because it's like I guess whatever rumor was around last year was that it was going to be like it was going to be God of War action combat, and everybody's like, oh my god, I'm not going to play it if it's I'm going to play it. Are you kidding me? I don't care how they've done it. Like the first game was top down, party based. The second game was more of an action RPG. The third game went back to the party based with a third person open world concept. So all three of those had wildly different combat, wildly different mechanics and gameplay. So for the fourth one to be something completely different, like a God of War combat style, I don't care. It's Dragon Age. Like, I will be happy to play it. Oh, I just had a company reach out wanting to know my budget. See, I'm gonna call this. I'm not gonna call the company out, but I'm gonna read this email. Here's this person who works for an influencer marketing platform who's worked with some of these companies. There's a classic MMORPG that they're looking to promote. They don't mention the name of the game, though. This is really funny. All they say is that it's got It's got classic fantasy art style, replicating dungeon mechanics, deep exploration experiences with players choosing from up to 9 professions and 18 specializations, allowing for unique character builds. It's an upcoming release, and it's already garnered significant attention. It doesn't tell me jack shit. What they do say is, we'd love to collaborate with you on a dedicated YouTube video or a 1-hour Twitch live stream. Would you be interested? And if so, would you share your budget? And this is where every single time that I've gotten back to people, I have yet to find someone who's actually willing to pay going rate for things. We'll see. First, I need to know more about their game. Yeah, I'm sick of MMOs too, Profound. Like, I'm happy to play WoW because WoW has a huge single-player storyline. So I get to actually play WoW as a single-player RPG. And then I do the group stuff with the guild on like Saturdays and sometimes Wednesdays and stuff. But I play 85-90% of what I do when I play World of Warcraft is single player RPG. I play it like Star Wars Guild Republic, and I'm happy to play it that way. I have no desire to do, like, I'm just kind of tired of MMOs. I've played MMOs for 25 years. There's so many good games out right now, like I said, World of Warcraft I'm happy with because the War Within and everything else, it's all single-player RPG. And then we can get together on Saturdays and Wednesdays and raid with the guild and have fun together as friends. And that's fun to do once or twice a week. But I don't want to do that every single day. Like, a lot of days I just want to, self-medicate and, hang out in an RPG for 2 or 3 hours with the viewers and play this or Baldur's Gate 3 or Rogue Trader or whatever is the flavor of the month, RPG that I'm playing. I'm going to lose myself in Indiana Jones and Star Wars Outlaws for sure, and then Avowed is going to suck my soul.
Keep your eyes peeled for signs of terror.
I would be surprised if Dreadwolf gets a 2024 release date, though. Maybe they've come along far enough that they think they're going to launch it this year. I would assume that it's still going to be 2025.
Hey, I heard you put up Renee's drawings. Pretty cool.
Did you get it? Let me see. Wow! I can't believe you actually... Here's something for your trouble.
That was volume 5.
Just taking things day by day. Oh, track down another volume.
I could totally
I appreciate it. I'll be...
Oh my god. There's 30 books. I just went and looked this up. There's 30 Dragon Star Force books in the game. Holy shit. We've only done 5. This is only completionists need to worry about doing this. Well, that's good to know. If there's 30 of these, we might actually... I'll bookmark this and do this on my own time as opposed to... I'm not going to sit here and do this for 2 hours just to get all 30 books. We'll do this one and then we're going to move on to some other stuff. Assuming Chris doesn't call me and need me to go somewhere.
As vital as... There was a time... Excellent.
thrilling conclusion to the Dragon Force Star Force saga. Jeffrick's Laserbrand's trusty android companion, Protanius, discovers the hidden location of the Dragon Star in the heart of a gigantic, gaseous planet protected by a swarm of gas giant dragons. But in order to retrieve it, they'll need the help of a reluctant dwarven shipsmith, Klauslinger. Will our heroes reach the Dragon Star in time to stop Sarklon? And apparently there are some Daggerfall fans who got triggered by my video this morning about the Wayward Saga Kickstarter. Well, considering Dragon Age Inquisition Profound was like their best, like the best-selling, most critically acclaimed one of the series, I would I would expect them to replicate that as closely as possible, because that was the one I think that won Game of the Year. Did it win Game of the Year? I can't remember. I remember one of them won Game of the Year. I swear it was Inquisition.
Can't tell you how long. Thanks again. I
could be misremembering things. I am going to grab the next quest, but we're not going to do it. We're going to go do something else.
Oh, this means a lot.
Matter of fact, let's go to the next activity on our list. No, that's not it. No, these are... I don't think I need to do any of these. I think we've done these, so let's go do... We might actually run some Constellation quests this morning. What's this one? No, I'm not going to do that. Apparently that is true, Akazar. Daggerfall stands triggered fairly easily. So one of the comments I made when I was reading through that Kickstarter this morning was that they're promoting... In the Kickstarter, they are promoting thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time. And I called that and said that's a huge red flag to me, because no game in the current generation of games can fulfill thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time. World of Warcraft does layering. Every game out there that has hundreds of, they do layering, because once you start getting into the hunt, once you get into dozens, you start having straw calls. It's a CPU GPU killer. And everyone's like, oh, but they did it with Daggerfall, and I'm like, man, we're talking pixelated graphics from 30 years ago. Like, you're not going to create a game in today's... For any console or high-end PC, there are no games in the current generation of games that exist that can portray thousands of NPCs on the screen at the same time. None. Zero. There are 0 games out there that do it. I had some guy come back and says, but I just wrote a Unity script that can do it, and he linked me to a YouTube video of his little Unity script, and he's literally running a bunch of, literally, the black and checker default Unity dev box. There's no world building, there's no backgrounds, there's no buildings, it's just of the flat gray and black checkered box with a bunch of literally pixelated green unrendered 3D figurines running on the map as his proof of being able to run thousands of characters on the screen. I literally hid that person from the channel immediately. I was like, nope, you guys are, those kind of people are the ones that I don't need around my channel. I don't want them here. You guys are, you're drinking the wrong type of Kool-Aid. That Kickstarter has some interesting ideas, but they're not going to be able to fulfill that dream without, a $250 million budget. The big red flag for me was the fact at the very bottom of their Kickstarter it says, this $500,000 Kickstarter is not the game. We are funding a prototype which we will then pitch to publishers to make the full game. So all of the shit that they promote throughout that entire Kickstarter is the full vision of the game that they hope to get produced if they can produce the prototype and successfully sell that to publishers. That is the biggest. My Kickstarter, that YouTube video I did this morning was, I was trying to be nice, not being combative. It looks interesting. If it actually comes to fruition, I will buy it 100%. But I am not going to back that Kickstarter, and I would really urge people who look at that Kickstarter to really do their due diligence before they back it, because there are some major red flags of this idea being promoted that is not the actual thing you're backing on Kickstarter. Because what they're actually producing with the Kickstarter money is a prototype that they're then going to pitch to publishers to hopefully get the funding needed to create the full vision that they're pitching on Kickstarter. I don't know how that Kickstarter was able to pass muster as an actual project. Like, I don't know if anyone looked at it, or if it's just, oh, these are the guys that were behind Daggerfall, so we're just going to let them run their Kickstarter. Got some huge red flags for me.
This is UC Security.
I'll be right back, everybody. I have got to bio.
And complete. Enjoy your stay in New
Actually,
Atlanta.
Chris is not here, so I need to do a quick round of the house too to check on the cats and everything else. So give me a few minutes. I will be back, but this will be an extended, like maybe 5-minute AFK. So unless the power goes out again. The power went out yesterday. That's when my stream cut off yesterday afternoon. But I'll be back here in a few minutes. Alright. I think we're about ready to continue. Thanks for sticking with me if you stayed through the AFK. All is well on the homestead, it looks like. Chris sold a couple of her roosters yesterday to one of the neighbor ladies because we have too many roosters. She can't keep up with butchering them all. And then she tells me yesterday, so our rescue chicken that we got last year, Frida, she broods like every 2 months. And so she's brooding again. And Chris put like 6 eggs underneath her. Well, some of the other chickens are laying eggs near her. They're not in the coop. They're laying them outside. Some will go in the coop, some go out. Chris hadn't checked Frida in a couple of days other than just giving her food and water. And we were like, all of a sudden we were like, we had a surplus of eggs. We were getting like 8 eggs a day. And suddenly Chris was like, all my egg things are, where are they? She thought the iguanas were getting the eggs. She's like, the iguanas must be coming and stealing the eggs. She goes and picks up Frida yesterday. Frida's got 16 eggs underneath her. So she'd been reaching out to the other nests and pulling all their eggs underneath her, unbeknownst to Chris. So, poor Frida. She started with 5 or 6, and now she has 16 eggs underneath her. And there's no way all of them are going to hatch. Because they're different time periods. Pretty funny stuff, man. Oh, I need to timestamp something here really quick because otherwise I'm going to forget to split that video later. All right. Go to the eye. I guess we have to hail it first.
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
Why am I still 12 kilometers away? Probably because I misclicked. Instead of going to the eye, I went to the planet. How am I already at that location? I'm 20 kilometers out. Something's not. That doesn't track. Alright, hang on. Something's wonky here. We may need to just go to another place here real quick. attack me. Oh, they're not attacking me. They're attacking me. Well, you can be toast in a second. Tell me thanks, Deimos Transporter? No. See, I don't want to travel to Jemison. Travel to the Eye.
United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Alright, now we're within 2,500 meters. There we go.
Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Man, I should have grabbed some coffee that's in the kitchen.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Haven't set foot on the Eye for ages. Hope Vladimir is in a good mood today.
Me too.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
And here I thought I was the only one in Constellation who worked out. Nice arms.
Ah, gotta pass the hours on the star station somehow. And the iron's always been good to me.
Just don't challenge him to an arm wrestling competition.
Why not?
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
Haven't we all? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I get lost in something and lose time.
Always preferred working alone, even around people I like. But we're all working together on this one. No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Understood, so I'm gonna have to check those leads up in person.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Mateo are both following up on scans themselves. Mateo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
We'll keep an eye out.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
Cheers, Vladimir.
Show the words another time, then.
Alright, we have several quests now. Well, several locations, I should say. It doesn't matter. Let's go to Samadhi, I guess. Yeah, Andrea is a pretty cool character. I romanced her the first time through because my character was more of a space scoundrel with a shady background. But I had to go for Sarah this time around. Had to taste all the flavors of the rainbow. Larus22 says, I'm totally new to watching Starfield. How does the survival mode compare to the one from Fallout 4? The difference here is that you can tweak the settings to whatever you want them to be, whereas with Fallout 4, there are some settings you can tweak, but it's mostly hard-coded in. Like, these are the settings. So here it's much more flexible. So if we go into the settings, I'll just give you a quick look at this. You go into the game mode, gameplay options, and all of these can be adjusted to whatever you want them to be. You want them to be easy, normal, hardcore. What do you want? Adjust things accordingly. So it's your decision what type of survival mode you want and how hardcore do you want it to be. So totally up to you. I am not playing a hardcore survival mode. I am playing a normal survival mode with a couple of things tweaked up a little bit. And you get XP bonuses for all the settings you tweak hardcore. Hopefully that answers your question. Welcome aboard. There's a ship putting down over there somewhere. One of the things is, like, you know, this playthrough, I still have no desire to go uncover all of these POIs and explore them. I'm not going to until they add the land vehicles. Once they add land vehicles, I'll feel compelled to go check all those out. Welcome. Right, Profound. There is only so much they can do with procedural generation. Shit. Woo! Oh shit. God, I can't wait to upload reload time. Knock knock, anybody home? What's up with the gunfire outside? I'm inside. Can't shoot me when I'm indoors. Let's see if there's any magazines or anything in here. Oh, no, but we do have 0G gimbals, which are useful crafting components. Claudia. Ooh, more crafting components. Metal object agent. Sealant. Always happy to take those off your hands. Yeah, the guns are great in this game. I love it. Who do we still got? Oh, that's gonna blow up. Ah! Nothing there. Anything on these tables? What is that? Logger.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Oh, this will ding us to the next tier of nourishment. Go. Do I have a point I can spend? Do not. Need a ding first. Toast. Coffee. Always take bread when I find it. There's a pear. Synth meat. One of these days I'm going to find a stockpile of taters, everybody, and I'll be able to fulfill that stupid quest where I'm supposed to deliver 50 potatoes. But it is not this day! Happy to take the sealant on here. We've got some metabolic agents here.
I'm in over my head.
You know what I forgot to do? No, I didn't. Never mind. Ignore me. I forgot I already stashed it. Never mind. There's some zero wire. Ooh, lockers. More sealant. Did Sarah just open up the door and run outside to go take care of that runner? You go, Sarah. Ooh, got a safe, and I can't unlock it because it's an expert level. Oop, 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 oop. What do we got here? You coming inside? Come on. Come on, Lucas. Come inside or I'm going to shut the door. Come on. Lucas, get in here. You're letting all the cold air out of the room, buddy. Alright, I'm closing the door. Too late. Snooze, you lose. P-wave analysis. Manual P-wave analysis of the cave system indicates there's a lot more to this place than we first suspected. The area beyond this cave appears as a dead zone, almost like we're looking at a deep space with a huge deposit of pure nothingness. Nothing we are aware of has properties like this. I've got a friend at Stroud who was into this sort of thing. I'm sending him my findings. This is probably the right... Well, it's definitely going to be an artifact here for sure. Even if Andrea is not here, there's going to be an artifact here. We've dismissed the staff. What is glunch? Glunch isn't a thing or a process. It's a state of mind. We glunch or the world glunches us. Glunch might be short for glob lunch, but it's really a way of looking at the world. Glunch is the way that sad sacks and lazy idiots have been eaten since time immemorial. Chunks of chunks. Even gravel? Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any desire to grind out multiple new game pluses, Akazar. It'll be really interesting to see what Shattered Space is going to be about. Like, is it going to be something to deal with the New Game Plus mode and the ancestors and whoever built all the things, or is it going to be, you know, something more like, oh, here's a quest line regarding the Varun or whatever, the crazy space serpent worshippers. Like, we just don't know what it's going to be yet. Remember, they've got 1,000 planets that they could potentially set the Shattered Space DLC in, so it's going to be really interesting to see.
Find anything useful?
I got them both. Are you up top? I kind of wanted to just sit here and spam my jump pack until I get to the 50 while we're doing this and not kill him. Why not? Unless Sarah takes him out. Did he run away on us? Where did he run off to? Oh, he's right there. Well, I'm just going to spam this 50 times until I get all my credit. Because you got to do it while you're in combat. If he's going to hide behind a rock. Gravity is completely different on every single planet, for sure. This one's pretty normal. There we go. 50. Open the door. Oh, we got all sorts of lockers. I hear ooey gooeys. There it is, right there.
I'm glad you're handling the messy work.
Ooh, that lock's too difficult.
What exactly does a pharmaceutical company need with a sub-basement and a connection to a cave?
We're about to find out soon. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
Their mark here. That's
about
for
each planet. It's
certain.
gonna be it's pretty good as it is, Lilirus, but they're adding land vehicles later this year, probably before the expansion. It might be with the expansion, but the land vehicles are going to change the exploration quite a bit as well. Like, I'm not really worried about planetary exploration at the moment. But I will absolutely go into planetary exploration mode once they add. Oh, he's gonna run. What a little bitch. Once they add land vehicles, I'll be happy to do planetary exploration.
This is gonna end badly for you.
Where did he go? Oh, he's completely down in there, hunkered down. He's like, no, help! Dude, there's a trowel up here. That's awesome. Loaf of bread just sitting here. Alright, what's this? Spiced worms, baby. Oh yeah, we'll probably get a release date on the DLC too with the Microsoft Direct event on
If
Sunday.
something's living in here, I doubt it wants us to intrude. I don't stock up on junk.
Shush, Sarah. Shush. We've definitely got mineral deposits in here too. Oh, copper, which I totally need. Alright, we're going to have to slow it down as we explore through here then, because it's not just going to be bad guys, it's also going to be stuff I needs to loot. Oh, we got creatures. We got creatures. Toxic gas. Where? Oh, on the floor. Comm relay. Sky metal wafer. Alright, where were those copper nodes? Man, I could have sworn I saw copper nodes in here a second ago. Oh, they're over there. Toxic spore clouds. Okay, so those things are spitting out some sort of nasty cloud. Ooh, legendary weapon. There's not. I seriously doubt there's gonna be a new console announcement. Where the heck? Oh, they're right here.
Anything interesting in range? It disappeared in the environment. Boo.
Boo. The dead miner. Dude. Creepy crawlies. Did I not drink water? No, I've drank water. I'm good. Oh, here we go. We got an artifact. Getting the music. There's the music. Alright, well, we're going to harvest first because I'm low on this stuff right here. Kaolite. I have no idea how to set all that stuff up, to be honest with you. There's a lot I don't know about Twitch because I just started using Twitch in October, so there's a lot of specialty things that I just don't know enough about to set up. And Twitch won't let us use, because I'm multi-streaming right now on YouTube and Twitch, so Twitch has restrictions on what you are allowed to do. They don't want to take your users out of the Twitch experience. I keep telling people though, if we ever get to the point where my Twitch audience surpasses my YouTube audience on a regular basis, I'm willing to consider the switch, but you know, it's still like 85% in favor of YouTube, and that's just natural because I've spent several years growing YouTube, and I have 30,000 followers there, whereas I don't even know if I've gotten to 800 followers yet on Twitch. You know, so we're growing, but maybe a long time before we're at the same place as we are with YouTube. It's all economics for me, man. Whatever makes the most amount of money. Need to break up the deposit. What am I still missing? Well, probably all these little cubes. It's not too complicated. The big thing is you do need a license. You need a professional license for pretty much whatever streaming software you're using. So pretty much every software out there, whether it's OBS or Streamlabs, they allow you to stream for free. You can use their platform for free to stream to one place. But the moment you start wanting to stream to more than one place, they want you to pay for a license. So I have a pro license with Streamlabs, which allows me to stream. I could also stream to TikTok at the same time. I'm not doing it currently, but I think when I get back, I am going to set it up so that I can stream to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. TikTok is not monetized for me, but I do get traffic from TikTok that come to YouTube and watch my videos, and people who tune in to my live streams here, so it pays off in the long run. TikTok is growing faster than Twitch for me. The only complication is when I start a stream, it takes more time to set up the stream when I'm multi-streaming than it does if I was to just push to one platform or the other, because there's more setup involved, and like I have to actually manually go into YouTube and set the monetization settings after the stream has gone live. So I can set up all my thumbnails and titles and everything else and push live, but then I need to manually go into YouTube and set the monetization, set the tags, set the game that we're playing, and all that other stuff. So there's initial setup time that has to be done. That's really the only complication. Everything else is done through Streamlabs, so I can see both chats on my end at the same time. What you can't see, though, is I'm not allowed to show both chats on stream screen because Twitch says that you're not allowed to take the user out of the Twitch experience. So I can't show Twitch chat, I can't show YouTube chat on the screen at the same time as the Twitch chat. So if you've ever been around when I've done a Twitch only stream, which I haven't done one in a few weeks, you'll notice that there's actually chat on screen and it shows people's chat showing up on the actual screen. And that's how you know when I'm only doing a Twitch stream, because I turn that on so that people can read chat on the screen as opposed to reading it in the chat box. But I'm not allowed to do that. Oh yeah, there's also a delay. There's definitely a delay on YouTube, which there is not on Twitch. So, you know, there are different things. But not a horrible lot of complications. One of the things I really like about Twitch compared to YouTube is, like, unless my internet goes out or I have a bad day or something like with the internet, I'm doing all of my streams. All my streams are getting cut down into episodes in Twitch now, because you can just go into Twitch and use the highlight feature, and it allows me, as soon as I wrap up a stream, I usually sit here for 10 minutes and I cut the stream up into 30-minute chunks and then export those out to YouTube. And then just all I got to do at that point is it takes me about 5 minutes per video to set them all up. But I go in and I add a thumbnail, I add tags, I add the description, I add the monetization, I add the intro links and the outro links, and then schedule it out. So there is some, you know, scheduling and stuff, but there's not too much of a, it's just an extra few minutes of my time. But there's a great saying that 0% of, or 100% of 0 is still 0. So it is stupid of me to not multi-stream. Even though my Twitch audience is much smaller. Oh, I can't fast travel from here. I'm gonna have to head out of here first. I still make, like, right now, I'm only making I think I'm making like $50 a month off of Twitch right now, so I'm not making a lot of money off of Twitch. But I get growth every single day, and I get quite a few people who, you know, we have quite a few subscribers. I think we're getting close to having we have like half as many members. I have to figure out the terminology because it's not members. We have half as many subscribers, which are the paying subscribers on Twitch, as we do on YouTube. So and that number has risen dramatically as we've gone on. So ratio-wise, percentage-wise, the percentage of subscribers on Twitch who pay for a subscription is way high, like magnitudes higher on Twitch than it is on YouTube. I have a much smaller percentage of I have 30,000 followers on YouTube, you know, and the percentage of people who actually pay for memberships is much smaller compared to Twitch. So there's some weird demographics to look at on both sides of the equation. But I'm happy to be in both places, and the goal is to, in a perfect world, I would love to see Twitch by the end of this year get to the point where I'd have to go back and watch the video that I said, but I think I said at the beginning of the year that I would like Twitch by the end of the year to be earning me $500 a month. If I can get Twitch to where it's earning me $500 a month on top of what I'm earning from YouTube, Chris and I will be in a pretty good place with the streaming revenue. I mean, the bills are getting paid right now, so I have no room to complain, but, you know, I always set goals at the beginning of each year for where I want the growth to be. I think I said at the beginning of the year that I was anticipating that we would get to around 35,000 followers would be the slow growth on YouTube by the end of the year, and I'm pretty sure we're going to beat that, so 50 I'm going to be really happy. But 50 is probably asking for too much. I would need to have a significant amount of traffic from like Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Avowed, and all those games if I want to get to 50,000 on YouTube this year.
Constellation has...
But I'd like to, you know, if I could get to, you know, I don't really care about how many followers I have on Twitch. It's mostly about the revenue for me, so. Can I fast travel from here yet?
Can I have a moment of your time? Thanks for responding to my hail.
Yeah, I'll drop it in chat here in a second. I haven't posted there in a while because I've been injured for the last 6 weeks.
Due to the uncertainty of the political situation in the settled systems, we think now is a great time to renew your ship's warranty
Thanks,
protection
Akazan.
plan.
On the Grats. I don't know when you said that. Streamlabs didn't tell me, but I just noticed it on YouTube. That's the homesteading channel. We have not posted there in a while just because I think it's been 2 months. Yeah, because about 6 weeks ago was when I fell and screwed my leg up. So it's been about 6 weeks since I've... And it's funny, Chris and I were talking about this last night. Like, the amount of time and everything else that we've spent going to the doctor and everything else over the last few weeks. And it's like, I think from here on out, I'm just going to pay people to do the construction work. I'm not going to try to do it anymore because it's like... Every time we try to do something out back, one of it's usually me, but there's injuries every time. It's like, I'm just going to pay someone.
It sounds like you're interested in hearing more. First, I need to inform you about the warranty claims process as laid out by the United Colonies Arbitration Board. UCAB is not a decision maker and cannot change the outcome of a dispute. Before filing, claimants must submit the following 10
blah, 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 blah.
We require claimants will also...
Please stop.
It sounds like you're not interested in hearing more. That's too bad. We'll continue to reach out to you with additional
thank you. I am feeling... Yesterday I felt a little bit better. Today I felt a little bit better. I'm just trying to be like 100% rest mode because I gotta travel on Sunday and Monday, and it's gonna be fun. Correct. They only talk like that when they're scam artists. He's trying to sell me insurance, man.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
One serious puncture, and you're...
I don't see anybody wandering around at the moment, but I guarantee you there's bad guys around here. Any of those things? Hang on. Oops. Drop. Man, Sarah looks kind of scary in that outfit I gave her. Look at that. Kind of thought she was a space pirate sneaking up on me. There's a pipeline going in. Man, I wish this thing had heat tracking, like my shotgun. I don't think my shotgun will track, though, unless I've hit him with the target. appears so. Shit. When there's mines, there's bad guys. Well, I'm assuming Chris didn't have any issues because I never got a phone call. Ooh, there's a magazine. Woot! Permanently increases tooltip damage. Oh, tool grip damage. Not my favorite.
I certainly hope there's no seismic activity while we're in this cave.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
I'm with Constellation. Vladimir sent me.
Good. I suppose I should have guessed. It has been too long since I checked in.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
Andreja? No,
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members?
Just doing what I was asked.
Dutifully following orders. I should not be frustrated with you. It is good that you have their trust. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk.
All right. Update friend foe settings, recalibrate, activate. Going down there and do my dirty work.
What? If you show your face around here again.
Whoa!
And once again, we are triumphant.
Huh? Was that you?
That robot just yeeted himself off the cliff. That guy just ran.
Sensors. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
So far, I don't see it. There is something down that tunnel, though. Lawyers, guns, and money. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's something right there. Iron. Any mo?
You picked the wrong fight.
Did you hear that?
Must have been Arnold Schwarzenegger's cousin. Oh, it's beyond cool, man. So, there's a bunch of reasons why it's a big deal that Claudia got voted as Mexico's president. So she's been Mexico City's mayor for the last, but the whole term. So Lopez Obrador, who is the current president, I could go on about this for a while. So my wife and her whole family, everyone I know supports that whole party, and the reason is because under the current president, Mexico has gone from being like a developing country to becoming like this superpower. The peso has like almost doubled in strength against the dollar under the new president. He has quadrupled, if I'm not mistaken, it's tripled or quadrupled the minimum wage. He has given scholarships to every high school student to go to college. He sold the presidential jet. He bought oil refineries so that Mexico can produce their own oil. They don't have to purchase. So during this whole pandemic, when everybody else's oil prices and gas prices were skyrocketing, Mexico's gas prices and electric prices stayed the same because there's no inflation going on here, because he has been strengthening the country's economy. Yes, there are still corruption issues, but there are issues in every country around the world of corruption. I would argue that the U.S. is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. But under his presidency, he has done amazing things for the country. They built this Mayan train, which is going to bring in a whole bunch of tourism money, but that train doubles as now connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans with a brand new train route from 2 harbors, which now makes Mexico a port city or a port country where we can have trade from all different sides of the ocean, bringing ships in to use Mexico as a trade route instead of the Panama Canal. This is big, 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 big news. So he's done lots of things. His whole presidency, Claudia was the mayor for Mexico City. The whole time, Chris and I were living in Mexico City up until a couple of years ago. That was where we were living. And just in the few years that we were there, we saw her come in and basically renovate. Like they got brand new buses. They improved the metro line. Like all the trash companies got brand new trucks to start, instead of driving these old 40-year-old trash trucks. Now they've got brand new trucks. Like all these good things, redoing all the streets, redoing all the water pipes, redoing electric, getting high-speed internet to all these different parts of the country, all across the city. The legalization of marijuana recreationally. It's not quite there, but they've pushed the initial, like farmers can grow it now. All that legislature's in place. You've got you have the ability now. Everyone can grow it at home. So you can go to the government, you fill out a form, and you can have up to 5 plants in your home for you and your family in personal use. The next stage is they're getting they're currently working on the legislature to be able to sell it in stores recreationally, just like Canada does, so that it's going to be nationally, recreationally legalized, and they're going to tax it like they do alcohol and everything else. The reason she's so cool is obviously, you know, she's a scientist, she's an engineer, the first female president. She's got a level head. She's with the party that's actually looking out for change. Here's the funniest thing. So the old man president right now, Lopez Obrador, he's from the state where we live right now, which is where our homestead is at, which is the state of Tabasco. He has campaigned for president, I think 3 times before, and he's lost each time. He's an older man, but he's literally down to earth, grassroots. He doesn't he doesn't drive around in a bulletproof car. He only drives around with a couple of security guards. Everyone loves him. Like, he's just a really nice old man. He has been criticized for some things because he has definitely been very hard on the media, but the media previously was very corrupt. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I could talk about that, you know, is deep stuff if you are a Mexican or if you live here and so on and so forth. But she is campaigning off of the back of all of his campaign promises, which everyone just loves. The big thing is that they're going to continue to increase the minimum wage. They got rid of the salaries for ex-presidents. So under the previous administrations, all ex-presidents continue to get a salary even after they're gone. Lopez Obrador, the current president, got rid of that. Like, they don't get salaries. Ex-presidents no longer get salaries under his regime. Like, once you're done, you're done. Also, ex-presidents no longer get Secret Service. Like, if they want personal protection, they have to pay for it themselves. And Lopez Obrador is going to be the first Mexican president to not leave the country when he's done with his presidency. Every single other Mexican president, once he's finished with his presidency, has fled the country to either live in Spain or the United States or somewhere where they don't have to suffer the consequences of the corrupt acts they took while they were in office. It's a very progressive time for the Mexican people and the country.
What does your scanner reveal?
So yeah, I could talk all day about that. It's been a very exciting time to live here and be here. It's going to be very interesting to see what the next 6 years, because they do 6-year presidencies. Oh, and Chris just got home. Oops. Oh my god, sometimes this weapon sucks and I'm just trying to aim it. God damn it! He's running too fast. Yeah, Canada's definitely going in the opposite direction. Canada, the US, it's tricky. feel like this gun sometimes is spray and pray. Still down there. I don't know how to get to him though. Worry about it later. Get a better angle on this guy. God, I keep reloading at the wrong time. Got him. Finally. No problems? Okay. Cierra la puerta entonces. Perfecto. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Zero problems, she says.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
She's like drenched in sweat. Poor girl. It is hot outside. So we actually want to go down over there. Akazar says my wife couldn't believe there are Jewish people in Mexico. It's a very small percentage. It's very heavily Catholic. But I'm genuinely excited. It's a good time to be here. Just another good example is our property value has more than doubled since we moved in. So since we bought this place in the 2.5, I guess it'll be 3 years in October since we purchased this place, but in 2 years, the property value more than doubled. And for a property value to double in 2 years is like unheard of. Like just because of the strength of the economy, it's a very good time. There are still a lot of issues here, but it is getting better consistently. And just like in Mexico City in the 4 years we lived there, like the amount of change that Claudia brought to the city, just on a local level, let alone what her party did for the country on a national level, is just, it's unseen. I could say this because I've lived here long enough and I've been a permanent resident for a very long time. The previous administrations were so corrupt and in bed with all of the cartels and everything else, and so it's been very refreshing to have a party that's not in bed with those organizations. Pippin, what are you doing? Will mommy let you in? What are you doing, honey? I think one of the, and I can say this because I am a U.S. citizen as well as a permanent resident here. It's very refreshing to have people in office who actually get shit done, as opposed to where the U.S. is at, where like nobody ever gets anything done, and it's just a bunch of geriatric old fucks running the country who don't want to get rid of power. They don't care about change. They don't want things to change. They want to be in power until they die in a hospital bed, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on, and it's like war, 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 and Mexico's not at war with anybody. Like, they've never pissed anybody off. Like, nobody comes here and, you know, does stupid stuff with, you know, there are issues here, don't get me wrong, but, you know, there's no, can I say that this word without getting in trouble on YouTube, but, you know, there's no militant groups who are coming into the country with nefarious plans. There's no, we're not at war with anybody. You know, it's like, it's a very different political environment, a completely different political environment. Every time you turn around in the UK and Germany, wherever, it's like somebody's blowing up a train or a movie theater or, you know, a school, and there's none of that. None of that happens here. Never. I must not have the right angle on that one. Come on! Can't get the right angle. There we go. Yeah, I'm not allowed to say the word. The worst is when you go through customs now. You know, they want to check your phone, see what you've liked and interacted with on TikTok, because, you know, you might be a bad person if you've liked a certain type of post or share a certain type of post on TikTok. Reminds me of V for Vendetta, man. Police state. Not where I live, I'm saying, you know. North of the border. Is there any other stuff to... Yeah, there's some back in here. Hi. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Oh, now you're being aloof? Alright, go be aloof, Pippin. Sometimes the angle on these is a little frustrating. Grab it? Not yet.
You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision?
Indeed. Not that I've been able to make any sense of them.
The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done.
It was either you or him.
It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way.
What do you mean? What do you mean
very
profound? You've been using a
practical
toggle for
outlook,
aiming
not
down
one
the
I find is
sights?
shared amongst members of Constellation.
There's a toggle?
May I ask what your background is?
I've done all sorts of things.
You prefer answers that do not require you to commit to a position. I find this curious. I have also seen a great many things in my time. Some quite dangerous. We both seem to be
Instead of
unusual
holding down the right
additions
trigger,
to
you just press it
Constellation.
and aim.
Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that
Hang on, I need to see what you mean.
Valrune
'Cause I
zealots
haven't-
have attempted to corner me. If it
I gotta
is
get out
known
of
that
the
this
conversation first.
has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand?
I do. Mum's the word.
Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can.
Alright, so you're saying... Hang on, I'm... Press it. Well, it's not doing anything. Like, if I press, it just does that, and it immediately goes back. Like, I have to hold it down. Or are you saying you only fire this way? You're saying that you only do it this way, and that you don't actually aim down the sights, you just use, like, the crosshair? What is this thing? That's a boomstick, baby. God, I'm just gonna have to work my way out of here because I don't want to lose any of these items because these are nice. It's in the options. Hang on. Kitty cat just jumped up on the desk. You cannot jump on the desk, honey. You go sit right there. You are not allowed on the desk. No. Relax, Pippin. No zoomies allowed. Yeah, take your nap. Yeah, that's a good girl. Lay down. It's in the options, you say. Where in the options? Is it the aim assist? Because that's what I use. No, it can't be the aim assist. Is it going to be... Yeah, let me know if you... Crosshair... Iron sights? Is that what you're talking about? Enables the use of iron sights mode when aiming a weapon as a toggle instead of a hold. That's got to be what you're talking about. Hold up. Oh, okay. So now I just tap it, and it goes into iron sights mode. And then when you tap it again, it goes out. I prefer to hold it, to be honest with you, though, because then I can just let off of it and I'm good to go. All right, somehow I gotta find my way out of here, because I'm not dropping any of my shit. There's something on the wall. Aluminium. Is that an elevator? It is. Can I use it? Does not look like I can. It's unfortunate. God, how the hell am I getting out of here? I am well and truly lost. That over there was not it, so... Oh, I do have a path here. I was just up there, though. Guessing I somehow misunderstood which way I was supposed to go. Because this seems to be the way out, which is good. Recover some of my strength here. God, I wish I could ding already. Dings are definitely coming few and far between now that I'm past level 30. Oops.
God's sake. Drop some of that rubbish already.
No! I'm not gonna drop it. It's not rubbish, Sarah. They're useful crafting materials. It's how I make the cool armor that you've got in all your weapons. You can shut your trap. Spacer punk. won't be punking any more people in space.
Geologically, this place is quite in.
Let's just hope the ore in these mines isn't highly radioactive.
I will board, and then we will go to the lodge. But first, I'm going to grab everything in the storage container because we're going to go drop it all off. Transfer weapons. Actually, nope, I need to take all the resources.
We're clear.
8 point reached. Orbit stable.
Hang on, I'm answering a comment over on Did I just bang into something? Sorry guys, I'm answering YouTube comments. I totally did just bang into something. Hold up, wait a minute. Back to the lodge.
Hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
Correct. New Atlantis is pretty cool. I like Neon more, but
While we're here,
I just think Neon's a
perhaps
little...
we should check in with Mateo or Noel.
It satisfies my inner Night City needs. But New Atlantis is the place where if I was here in real life, I would definitely live in New Atlantis because I like my amenities. I like my fast internet and the best restaurants in the galaxy and the best space ships and the security of, yeah, the monorail.
Andrasia,
Captain,
thank goodness.
I believe your ship will perform more
Why?
efficiently.
Was there a concern
if you
that I would
bring
not
Captain.
contribute
to the mission?
May
already
I
on
be
my
of assistance
ship,
on your
of course
ship?
not.
I will go wherever.
Why are these guys all unassigned? They used to be assigned to my ship. Okay. I bet it was when I switched ships the other day, it probably booted him out.
Be hurt. Oh, then thank you, but it was not necessary. We succeeded.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader?
Got you beat. 3 artifacts to year 0.
I wasn't aware we were competing, but game on.
Oh no, don't you two start. We're supposed to be working together, not competing.
What's wrong with a little rivalry here and there? I think it pushes us to be at our best.
Or causes nothing but arguments.
Arguments which then breed distrust. Noel is right, Mateo.
Well, I suppose there was that one time, and then the other. What do you think? A little competition can't be that bad, can it?
Well, guess it's a double-edged sword. Pros and
I
cons.
feel the same, strangely enough. The inherent contradiction of human nature has once again laughed in my face.
I'm gonna be the one laughing at your face if this conversation keeps going, Mateo.
See what the two of you have done? You have our friend here trying desperately to not take sides.
You know what? I just realized that I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help.
And for years, be happy to keep traveling with you.
I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Roger that, Vladimir. He's on his way.
Can I stick around the ship?
Yes,
It said I was,
need me?
Wait, is she like my companion now?
Captain, do you require my assistance?
I'm guessing so. Hold up. Who's on my ship as crew? Now, why is he not showing up? Like... Like, Casca wasn't even showing up on the ship.
Pleasant to see day, Captain.
Whatever. That's weird. Alright. I'm going to wrap it here, guys. I'm 4 hours in. That's enough for today. I'm going to go get some lunch, take a nap, rest up. Probably won't do another stream until tomorrow, so I will catch you all tomorrow. I doubt I will start... Well... What is it? It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, I probably won't do any more streams today. I'll probably start normal time tomorrow unless something changes. But as always, follow along. Twitch, YouTube, all the places. Discord, Patreon. Thanks everybody for being here today. I'm gonna gonna go get some nourishment. Tomorrow we do have gaming news, so I should have some articles out tomorrow about video stuff, whatever video game news we have. And over the weekend, and then I'll have some more announcements coming out. As a reminder, I will not be streaming Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and probably Wednesday. But then after that, I'll try to stream as often as I can, but it's just going to depend on a lot of things until I'm back in the office on July 1st. But we still got a couple more days left ahead of us, so until then, stay safe, everybody. See you next time.